Chef Josh Nyland and I have rejoined the fishing boat Cape Conway for another day of trawling off Sydney.
At the moment, the lines are out, the big net's getting pulled behind the boat, and we're hoping for our second catch to be just as good. The captain's given it a thumbs up, loads of good fish on the screen. Hopefully, they'll end up in the net.
This time it's not just deckhands Greg and Christian who our skipper Richard will have working for him. Josh and I are on the job too.
Now here comes the net. It's going to be a wet spot right here in a minute. Their turnaround's pretty quick. It's non-stop for these guys. They'll do a number of shots in a day.
We're here for the future, but we've got a lot of money invested in these businesses, and it's no good for me if in 3 years' time there's no fish left. We need to make sure that everything we catch is sold, is marketable, and that the stocks are going to be in good health in years to come, you know.
As the net from this shot reveals, the stocks are certainly good and healthy today. The deckies are literally knee-deep in seafood as the demanding job of sorting the wanted and unwanted fish types gets underway. It's all hands to the pumps now, and Josh and I are quickly into the thick of it.
Well, the sorting table's got plenty of action over there, loads of different species, some beautiful big flathead. These are quite expensive at the markets. I think Josh is having a bit of fun here at the back. I think this part here is very interesting for him because there's so many different species that he uses in the kitchen, and to actually be out on the trawler here to see where it all comes from and get involved as well, I think it's a special day for him.
It's a bewildering array of fish for Josh and me, but the pros have strategies to cope.
We try and work to minimise the labour on deck and also evaluate your product through the quality. We have logbooks where we put all the data where we've worked and all the catches. We submit that to fisheries, and I've sat on management with fisheries, but there's a lot of unknowns. Are we going to be here in years to come? We don't know.
All Greg and Christian know is that they've got a boatload of fish to sort through, and on a warm day, they don't have a lot of time to do it. But it's a job they love.
So how long have you been doing this caper?
Over 20 years.
20 years? And you enjoy it?
Love it.
Do you? And you've been working with Richard for a while?
Yeah, 3 years.
Just following the fish?
Yeah, just different times, different places. Learn something new every boat.
Yeah, right. You like eating fish?
Love it.
Yeah, right, okay.
And as the work goes on and we eventually get on top of the massive rush of fish, there's time for the Cape Conway crew to learn something new from their visitors. It's a chef's tip that might change the way these guys and you look at these leather jackets.
They're a good fish, aren't they? But there's a lot in the head that you can actually use, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Already I've taken off 2 cheeks off another head, and there's so much meat there. And you can see how beautiful and pearly it is. It's almost like a scallop.
And that's out of the cheek?
That's just cut out of the cheek. And that's absolutely delicious. You can poach that in a little bit of soup, and it's beautiful.
And for icing the catch down, we're cool.
We've got a refrigeration system. Try and keep the room between 0 and -5. Try and get the fish down to temperature as quick as possible. So quality, the taste, fresh is always best, you know. You know, I believe that I'm here to supply the 8% of the population that doesn't get out there and fish for themselves, who've got land jobs and, you know, commitments and can't get out to do recreational fishing. You know, I'm there to supply seafood there and to the restaurants so they can get, you know, pristine, beautiful, fresh seafood, you know, on the plate, you know.
Now that refrigeration system has a big job to do, keeping Richard's catch cold and fresh through another tourist cruise. It's the inevitable trip back up one of the world's most celebrated harbours and to the heart of a city which is naturally famous for the quality of its seafood restaurants.